Twitter is proof why Western men prefer Asian women over Western females. No, it's not. It's that 6-digit launch code that you see is more precious than the one ring to rule them all. You see that code and then you honestly think those little fantasy stories are non-fiction. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/justneckbeardthings, and if you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support and see another video like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, start up one of them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe and turn on them notifications. Alright, let's go. When you plan to blow parliament for Catholicism, but you get caught and executed, panic. You go down in history and your mask becomes a famous symbol, calm. Your mask is used by edgelord atheists, panic. Okay, look, I hadn't seen V for Vendetta up until recently, and even after, I'm trying to understand why, honestly, people associated the whole neckbeard stuff and edginess with the masks. If anybody watching is able to explain to me why people decided to take it upon themselves or have this associated with their actions, please let me know, because I am still confused. Oh my god, I don't think a human being could be this hard, but I apparently am. This post turned my dong into vibranium. Nier Automata is my favorite game of all time, and if Cyberpunk will be even a 10th as good as promised, I will love it. I want this game now, even though I shouldn't. Yeah, there's a photo associated with this, but knowing that it's 2B, take a wild guess as to why I can't show it. My parents at age 18. You are the best thing in my life. You too. Me at age 18. Why aren't you real? I can understand Konosuba's a good show, but please don't. Character's 14 years old. No, nobody needs this, okay? Stop it. Get some help. Good morning, kitten. On your knees for me now. I'm so glad I was able to crop the photo. I honestly don't even know the rest of it is allowed on the internet. That didn't take long at all. She was just discovered a couple of days ago. I'm just learning about Melody. Thoughts are pissed off that they are being replaced and outperformed by a cartoon. Pathetic. If they did what they were supposed to do, they wouldn't have to worry about 2D competition. Why do I have the weirdest feeling that this person's PC tower hasn't operated in about 2 months because its fans or intake is filled with Cheeto dust? Dude, I live in a major West Coast metro and manage a grocery store. The number of actual together BMWF couples coming into the store is probably 5 to 7% of our traffic. WMAF is a bit higher. AMWF is about the same as BMWF. White girls might F a black guy, but they're not living with them. That's the real racist stuff. As also, full-on black families are super rare. We have 2 left that come in regularly. The rest are single moms. You know, it might just be me, but cataloging your customers' demographics honestly seems a little weird. No point in trying to get this person to understand, because obviously a grape can understand it more so. Developers plan a Mountain Dew museum. Oh god, I feel so sorry for the janitor that has to clean up afterwards. If anybody could do it, the janitor at the cleanup after this would be able to weaponize Febreze. She's so hot in Spider-Verse. Edit, just because a cartoon character is 15 doesn't make them less attractive. Fight me. Okay, look, doesn't matter if you're talking about Spider-Gwen or Penny Parker. Don't do it. Your feeble attempts to hurt me only entertain me. You are beneath me. The more I deal with stupid people, the more I understand my sociopathy. How did you get negative 20 comment karma? I thought the lowest you could go is 0. I didn't know you could do negative. What does negative karma even do? Does it actually block out some features on Reddit? I don't know, but I just had $1 million idea. You know what? Give them 1 karma every time they shower. Compliment a foreign women, and it's accepted with gratitude. Do the same for this lot, and it's greeted with a paranoid suspicion. How sad is it to be proud of being uncomfortable in your own skin? Well, that kind of comes down to the type of compliment or anything that you use. Did you say, hey, you look nice, or you have a nice style or something? Or did you say, hey, ma'am, nice milkers? Neckbeard planning his trip to Japan, but remembers he can't afford because he spent all his money on anime figures, video games, etc. Well, if I buy your figures, it's just like in the culture of Japan. It's all the experiences without the trip. To be fair though, I honestly haven't been the only one that's ever wanted to go someplace and then realize stuff costs money. Cause honestly, it kinda sucks when it does that. The word anime is kinda like the N-word. There's an overall sense on how it's supposed to be used, but when looked at in depth, people actually have so many different ideas on how it's supposed to be used that you might as well not talk about the word at all. No way you just compared the N-word and anime. Why the frick did you compare those two? Yeah, honestly, I'm wondering myself as well. It is creepy to just comment, "You are hot," on a picture of a woman who isn't obviously looking for that kind of comment. Not on the internet in 2020. That's just what people do. We live in a post-off-brand world, especially when she's a tight little fine, sexy butt like this tasty little cutie. She wanted the attention for being hot, or she wouldn't have included herself in the picture. She likes the attention, trust me. God, I would nut in her butt so effing hard while she called me Pikachu. And you know what? She wants to hear that. She wants the validation of knowing me and tens of other thousands are touching ourselves to this. She wants us lusting after her. Girls want that power over men, to make them hard as F so they can attain more power, respect, social standing, and resources. Unless it's just genuinely for the love of chicken, in which case that's okay too. If you're a girl and you post online, you know and want this attention. Otherwise, you wouldn't post pictures of yourself, you would stay off the social media. But no, she effing wants it. Well, I think I found the most disgusting person on the internet. Congrats, I guess? Yes, because obviously by that logic, if it's a picture of a person wearing a bracelet, people are gonna say, "Hey, you're hot." Just because a person's in a photo doesn't mean that they're looking for that kind of attention nor comments. Nothing like having creepy comments when a woman posts something on Reddit. What do you expect? It's a chick posting a provocative picture of herself in a barely related sub, just to show off her lady parts. Getting any sort of attention is the goal. Look at the awards so far. Edit. Darn, 8 minutes and 30 downvotes already? You guys really don't like hearing the truth? Look below this post. There's literally a dude saying he's simping. At least he's being honest. Let's get to it. 150. Come on, people, don't let me down. Really? She's cosplaying a major character from the show. How is that not related?
What? Because it's a woman, that obviously means it's not related, and it has to be something sexual.
Ain't that right? In Konosuba world, 14 is the legal age. We are not in Konosuba's world.
And the drawings aren't real people. Then time to hire a truck driver.
Here's the thing, if you're busted by a cop smoking the green and you actually say, "Oh, it's perfectly legal in Amsterdam, but you're in the US, is it still okay?" Secluded island, lots of Neko girls plus single player, my wet dreams come true. Seriously, what more could you ask for? It's amazing. I wish I could discover it over and over again. A masterpiece. 47 people found this review helpful. Okay. Honestly, that is a severe low number of playtime that I was honestly expecting to see on this. I was honestly thinking I was going to see 200 or 300 hours. Because, come on guys, if you can easily put 1,000 hours into a game you are actually serious about, a game that you can choose to not be serious about should at least have triple-digit hours. I pissed myself while sleeping today, and my piss day kind of looked like Big Chungus. You know, honestly, I don't even know what to say really, but just don't try to relate everything you see with Big Chungus. Okay, while advertising a movie on a surfboard does actually look kinda cool, associating yourself with one of these, the market demographic that unfortunately this movie decided to pick up will never pick up a surfboard whatsoever. Now what they might do is either put it in shrink wrap, put it in a glass box, or mason jar. You see, in an alternate universe where SJW politics do not influence the American comic books industry, I would have given this the benefit of the doubt. From the snippets I found of it so far, it seems that the character will undergo change as her daily life routine gets altered by a real crisis that drags her into it. Maybe we would see her growing to appreciate her mother's traits. Maybe she will finally decide to lose some weight and go on a training arc. She still won't come out with an Instagram thought level fit body, but just fit enough to be able to move around faster and stronger. But the thing with most SJWs is that they are mentally ill. skill. They can't always distinguish reality from fiction, and putting out a self-insert character that would eventually do better than themselves would be too much for their twisted egos to bear.
Can't always distinguish reality from fiction. Wow, you are a crowd to talk about it.
When you hold the door for her, but she doesn't sleep with you. Entity displeased.
Don't it suck when you try to do something nice for somebody with the sole intention of getting something back in return, and if you weren't getting anything back in return, you wouldn't have done it in the first place? Yeah, don't that suck when you're that kind of person? It's almost as if that's not how you're supposed to human. Welcome to China.
Which is ironic, as Asian females are highly sought after in other parts of the world, much more than your average fat white woman, more than average American woman. Well, yeah, a nice-looking Asian girl is much more attractive than fat white girl, at least to me. Now, that doesn't mean anything when comparing nice-looking Asian and white girls. Maybe true 100 years ago, or in the rural area, things have changed a lot. Cleopatra is my favorite character because she's really hot and sexy, and the hot female character is usually my favorite on most shows, movies, video games, comics, and other stuff. Looking at hot women with great bodies just makes me happy, so it's annoying the characters like that almost don't exist in Western media anymore, because men enjoying attractive girls is seen as such a negative thing here these days. I also like it when the girl knows that she's hot and enjoys it and use it to her advantage, and they show how attracted the male characters are to her instead of nobody ever mentioning how hot she is like lots of stuff does. And that there is some really attractive girls in a group, and the guys never mention it or react to it. And, by the way, with characters like Cleopatra, it's how they make the men act that's usually supposed to be funny, and not them themselves. There was characters like her all the time in the past, because people used to love those kinds of women before people became so negative towards things like this in the West.
Not gonna lie, I put a couple of your selfies through that Pretty Scale website to check if you are actually attractive. Your score was decent, but your forehead is too big, apparently. Lol. So do you want to go out next week?
What the frick? Why did you do that? And then tell me about it. Weird.
I do it for all people I consider dating, just to check they're scientifically good looking, and I'm not just confused. Like I said, you seem alright. So next week?
Absolutely not. See ya. So let me get this straight. Anytime you want to try to meet somebody to potentially date them, you take their photo and then you put it into something that is about as credible as telling me what type of cake I am on Facebook, right? Like seriously, try to explain to me legitimately how that would work out for you. And seriously, oh yeah, I'm just gonna take one of your photos, not letting you know, have some random site look at it, get the photo into their database, and then give me some random number that I'm then going to take and have your looks based off of that website. Definitely a perfect plan. It couldn't have failed. Oh wait, just wait until we upload one of your photos and it crashes the server. May I, a woman-respecting and feminist-supportive male, see at least one breast from you, my queen? I do not mean to come on as an improper male, and if this request disturbs you, please let me know. You, my queen, deserve the utmost respect of any female. However, many of my gender seem to socialize women and view them as sex toys. However, my queen, I do not share these views. Rather, I value the female spectrum of the human race as the superior, and I, a respectful male, request for the viewing of an isolated singular breast from your body. I await your response, my queen. What neckbeards think they sound like? What neckbeards actually sound like?
No! Show by Uncle me, you barge effing Stacy!
Yeah, ain't that weird? Dudes that do this kind of stuff apparently are not physically capable of using a Google search engine. There are easier ways to see a bananker than try to finesse it out of people you know. You dudes are about as slick as Velcro. And with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see another video like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and if you have not already, subscribe and turn on those notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.